Thanks, Suyash. Thanks for doing this. But yeah, you know, first question is, uh, if you can introduce yourself, give a sense of what you do, uh, and how did you get here? Yeah, and why you do it.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me on the podcast today. Really excited for this one. Uh, I've been working in the data field for over a decade now, being part of large institution as well as early mid-age startups.
Uh-huh.
Predominantly, the career has been into the fintech space over the last 8 years. That's the sweet spot that I've developed for myself. So commerce, quick commerce, fintech is the bread and butter for me. I did my engineering in computer science from a private college based out of Indore,
Okay.
MITM,
Okay.
where only a very few handful of companies, major handful of companies, comes in and everyone eye catches on them. Where Mu Sigma was one of them,
Okay.
which is a data analytics pioneer and the top companies to work for.
Yeah.
Music is basically a category defining decision science and big data analytics company,
Yeah.
helping the enterprises systemize the better data driven decisions.
Yeah.
The best part about having that experience was in terms of laying down the base foundation into data and analytics. Because being a college grad, you don't know anything about the corporate world. Stepping into the data field was a challenging time.
Yeah.
So the company focuses on statistics, deeper understanding of how data-driven decisions can impact the business outcomes, how do large enterprises even look into the data insights and make business decisions. And straight out of college, directly exposure to large US companies, and to name a few clients like Walmart and AT&T,
Mm-hmm.
and exposing the individuals to cater to their data problems and solving for that was a truly exponential curve. Uh, After that, in 2016, when fintech was actually booming up in India, that's where I got an opportunity to work with startups. This a couple of startups that I work for include CreditVidya, ZestMoney, Sezzle, majorly into buy now pay later segment, where
Sure.
I was managing not just data, but the entire 0 to 1 kind of a charter where the startups requires a demand for you to just wear multiple hats in terms
Yeah.
of uh, getting the right data pipelines up and running, cleaning up the data, pre-processing it, defining the use cases, setting up the team from 0 to 1.
Yeah.
It was a fintech space. The major problem statements were towards credit risk modeling,
Mm-hmm.
how to provide credit to the untapped potential underserved economy of India, and all the challenges around that in terms of managing the risk, managing the fraud, calculating the affluence, determining the purchasing behavior of a
Mm.
customer, and so on. Have spent significant amount of time in terms of myself building the models, deploying the models in the production environment. Was a great learning experience. Currently I am at Simpl, heading the analytics, taking care of data. It indeed feels so close yet so far kind of a feeling.
Yeah.
Because for most of my career, I've done the conventional thing in a repetitive mode, trying to attain accuracy, not doing any rocket science, but rather doing the stuff in a little unconventional way,
Sure.
meeting the business outcome. The good decision was also about not leaving the fintech vertical in a short period of time because the space was really hot and there was a lot of interesting problem statement, and the vertical itself was booming up, right?
Yeah.
Um, Made a few stitches where I could just truly replicate the learning which I've had in those startups. The hunger for learning was always there, and the mindset was really about in terms of, hey, let's experiment
Mm.
what we have built, just truly get the ball rolling.
Mm. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think I saw your transition, right? Uh, I think it's good that you were able to compound your learnings across multiple firms, right, in the same domain. And you also seen it from multiple angles, right? You also work a a firm kind of which works in credit agency type of situation, and then now you're actually at both at Simple and ZestMoney, you are actually doing the other side of it, right? You're trying to determine, whether those customers or whatever, right? Like figuring out and actually solving the core part of the problem, right? Which is underwriting and getting it to a state where, um, yeah, makes sense.